It is a shock. Terence Crawford, as you say, 42-0, 3-weight undisputed champion, 5-weight world champion. He first came to our attention beating Ricky Burns in Scotland at lightweight.
Yeah, for sure. But it's still, when you look at it, it's still excuses. Like I said before the fight, every one of my biggest fights, I say, I'm gonna be prepared for.
You never want to sound patronizing towards fighters, but I felt proud of Terence Crawford as a boxing fan. How many fighters have walked away on top like this?
The boxing world just lost a king. Terence Crawford is walking away, and the sport will never be the same. Crawford's name had been whispered in retirement circles for months. Undefeated, undisputed across divisions, nothing left to conquer. Then he made it official with one devastating tweet, walking away as a great with nothing else left to prove. Max Kellerman didn't hold back. Crawford leaving on top, that's boxing royalty. Champions rarely exit without tasting defeat first, and Crawford just joined an elite club by refusing to stick around for the decline.
You never want to sound patronizing towards fighters, but I felt proud of Terence Crawford as a boxing fan. How many fighters have walked away on top like this? How many? Like, I can tell you some of them. Gene Tunney was the first guy. It's not that he was undefeated, but he was light heavyweight who moved up to heavyweight, beat Jack Dempsey, beat him in a rematch, walked away on top, right? Rocky Marciano walked away on top. Lennox Lewis walked away on top. Joe Calzaghe walked away on top. But I don't know, Eder Joffrey, a guy who not a lot of people know about anymore, but who was one of the greatest fighters ever, walked away after a loss where he got ripped off, came back years later in another division, reeled off about 27 wins, won another title in a heavier division, and then walked away on top.
Kellerman dove deeper, shutting down era comparisons. Greatness isn't about belts, it's about beating the best when it matters. Crawford did exactly that, earning his spot among the all-time legends.
Okay, just to shut people up so years from now, everyone always to make the arguments bulletproof, right? It would have been interesting if Janibek hadn't been caught with PEDs or failing a PED test and had cleaned up at middleweight, and Crawford, let's say at age 39, beats Janibek for the undisputed. Like, when people say, this guy won titles in this many weight classes. No, yeah, belts, not the championship of the world. If you're the WB or IB, that champion, you're the champion of a sanctioning body. If you're the Ring Magazine champion, you're the champion of the whole wide world.
But Crawford's path wasn't smooth. He admitted there were dark moments, times he nearly quit. His team pulled him through, keeping him locked in when doubt crept in. That's the champion most fans never saw.
It's been a journey, It's been a journey. I remember, like it was yesterday, I went to quit boxing. It was getting to the point where I didn't enjoy it no more. I didn't love it no more. And Bomac, he always, hey, don't worry about it, man. Just keep going. It's going to all pay off one day. And I'm like, man, fuck boxing. But them having the faith in me and keeping me on the narrow arrow, is what y'all see today.
Showbiz the Adult summed it up perfectly. Crawford dominated his era and secured immortality. Walking away now? Brilliant move. No questions, no comebacks, just perfection.
Terence Bud Crawford has announced his retirement. Dude, Terence Crawford retiring makes all the sense in the world to me. I mean, the guy has literally accomplished the biggest thing you can possibly accomplish in boxing, and that's being on Mount Rushmore. I mean, not only did he end on top by being the best fighter in the world,
but there's a cost. Crawford's retirement kills potential super fights, including a dream bout with Canelo. Fans are left wondering what could have been, and that mystery only adds to his legend.
Man, Terence Crawford is just, it makes sense for him to go ahead and bow out and say that I'm done. And he ends his career as being one of the greatest fighters to ever do it. So shout out to Terence Bud Crawford. I know Saul Canelo Alvarez wants his rematch, and I know Canelo is pissed, okay? Because it's very hard for him to get a rematch after he loses, right? He lost to Floyd, no rematch. Bivol, not a rematch yet. Terence Bud Crawford, no rematch. So Saul Canelo Alvarez could never avenge his loss against Terence Bud Crawford unless he just can't stay gone. You know, it's funny, and that's a great possibility.
Andreas Hale nailed why Crawford won't return. Money, fame, he never cared. Competition was everything, and he conquered it all. His tweet said it best. Many boxers say that they are retired and eventually come back for one reason or another. I don't see that happening with Crawford. He's never cared about money or notoriety. He just wanted to win at everything. He's done that, and now he's out. One of the greatest to do it. Jake Paul even chimed in, teasing a potential Crawford fight. Too late, Jake.
Crawford? I'll fight Crawford 100% next year. He already was down this year, but we're going to make it happen next year.
Because now, all eyes are on Paul versus Joshua. Anthony Joshua isn't sweating the critics. He's chasing hype, buzz, and fight night energy. That's what sells.
I'm not too sure. You know, my mind's not even there, but it's a great question. That's the whole point of this fight. It creates conversation, barbershop conversations, taxi conversations, airplane conversations, and that's what we want. The more people talking about the fight, regardless of what it is that they're talking about, is a massive bonus. So for me, I'm not worried about what people think about the integrity side. I'm more worried about, are they talking? And as long as they are, I think we're doing a good job.
Jake Paul fired back at the Twitter experts analyzing every glance and gesture. He sees Joshua's cracks, claims he's in control, and promises to exploit every weakness when they finally clash.
Honestly, like no feelings, just sitting there having a conversation. And people try to like read into body language, and these like Twitter experts have no idea what they're talking about. And I honestly see a man in him who is insecure actually, and not sure of himself fully, and kind of has a wounded heart of some sort. So I feel nothing when I'm in the room with him. Yeah, for sure. I mean, look at everything in my career, from business, content, all the things that I do. I'm a strategist. I've got him exactly where I want him.
Joshua kept it real. Boxing is brutal, but fights like this remind him why he competes. High stakes, big stage. No room for fun, just war.
Boxing is not such a fun sport. You can't play boxing. So it's not so fun, if I'm honest, but it was just a great opportunity to get back in the ring and get back to big time business. As your colleague said, or the person next to you was saying, people are talking about this fight, and that's the whole point of boxing, is to make big noise, be in big fights, and that's exactly what this opportunity brings. So it wasn't so much just for the aspect of, let's get back, let's have a bit of fun.
Paul doubled down, saying any doubts about his mental game are just Joshua projecting his own fears. The psychological warfare is heating up, and someone's breaking under pressure.
I've never lost my soul in a fight, but it happens to him all the time. So what's funny is he was projecting his own emotions of what happens to him onto me by saying, oh, you're going to crumble and your soul's going to leave your body and you're going to be fighting. That he was just describing his own internal feelings of what happens to him in fights, which I find funny. So it's going to be mentally very difficult for him when I start to win rounds and he can't hit me. It's going to be very entertaining to watch and to see him.
Showbiz, the adult, wasn't impressed. The size gap, massive. The experience gap, laughable. Joshua operates in a different stratosphere, and Paul's about to find out what elite really means.
I mean, it's Jake Paul. I mean, nothing against Jake Paul, okay? I mean, Jake Paul has done his damn thing. But Anthony A.J. Joshua is a totally different. There's levels, okay? He's an Olympic gold medalist. Jake Paul, he's going to feel what a real prime fighter feels. And really, this is just no damn fair. Anthony Joshua, 6'6", 240-something pounds. All right, a two-time heavyweight champion, Olympic gold medalist, muscle mammoth of a human being with abilities. I don't think there's one heavyweight on Anthony Joshua's resume who would lose to Jake Paul in the slice of hell. I don't think one would lose to Jake Paul. And you guys saw what Anthony Joshua said to Jake Paul about breaking his damn spirits and his will and shit.
showbiz went darker. This fight could be dangerous for Paul. Joshua's power and precision, even just his jab, pose serious risks. This isn't YouTube boxing anymore.
Has been advised, all right, to keep a good eye on Jake Paul because this could be a health issue. So as AJ is just knocking him around the ring, just jabbing and working on breaking his will, listen, it's not going to be the same as Anthony Joshua jabbing Robert Helenius or Otto Barlin or Joseph Parker or Andy Ruiz, whoever he done fought, all right? Don't forget, he beat Andy Ruiz and Joseph Parker just with the damn jab. So as he's pummeling Jake Paul, who is not a small guy, but definitely just way too small to be fighting a professional heavyweight today.
Crawford exits as a legend. Paul versus Joshua promises chaos. Boxing's old guard is fading, and the new era is loud, messy, and impossible to ignore. Can Jake Paul survive Anthony Joshua, or is this just hype? Drop your prediction below.